This is the African historic class just gone by. And I have my own brother in the house. Adugale. Kurugutwale. The metal mortar. It's in the house. Zamalana. The crowd follower. This is 92.7 in Living Stereo, and my name Blakk Rasta. Adugale, how are you doing today, my brother?
I'm very fine, sir.
I'm happy to have you.
Great to be back home.
Oh my God, have mercy. Now, Adugale, tell me, what is Adugale? I mean, that's your nickname, right?
Yeah. Thankfully, you knows it.
That's right.
I'm sure you're asking for the people outside.
For real?
Yes. I mean, Adugale is actually a name from the family.
That's right.
That means that we know cowpea. You know, it's a cereal and eaten back way. I don't know about Accra, but we take it as food. But among that, there's one that never get cooked.
Wow!
You know, no matter how you cook, no matter the years you cook, it doesn't get cooked. So it means something hard. It means no matter what you do to the brand Adugale, it shall ever stand, and you will rather fall. So when you hit me, you will fall. Nothing happened to the brand.
Adugale. My God, have mercy.
That's right.
Now, those of you who know cowpeas, right? Now, when you look at cowpeas, we call that adua. I used to love it, and I still love it, and I will love it forever. My brother, when you cook it, it's so beautiful and nice to eat. It takes a lot of water and a lot of cooking to actually cook. But you will still find some of the cowpeas uncooked, no matter how long you cook that. And that is what is called adugale.
That's right, man.
It's gone haywire.
Yeah, let me just use this opportunity to also tout my relationship with your house, because for some years now, I've worked with Media General,
wow,
especially TV3.
Wow.
Years back, the first ever Ghana Most Beautiful auditions to have held in Northern Region was pulled into Northern Region by me. You know, it used to be Accra, Kumasi, but it was pulled. I organized it and subsequently organized for them. The first ever music that ever stepped into Northern Region was pulled into Northern Region by me, by my proposal. First ever festival trail organized by Media General was pulled by me into Northern Region. And also when it's during Isopele's time, Mr. Prince, Philip and Co. and Taru is still here. They knows me better. They call me, ask me, they want to have some musicians for Salah on music. I produce them. I bring SKY, Don Sagle, Macasio for them to perform here. And so I have a very big relationship with Media General, especially TV3. And so for those of you who doesn't know,
you're a family member.
That's right.
This is 3FM.
Very big family.
Okay, so Mr. Tel is in the house. You may also call him Adugale. You might also call him Kurugu Tole.
Tontonje.
Tontonje. My God, have mercy. And he's coming all the way from Tamale to pay us a very beautiful visit. He's a family member. Now, tell me, how did you get into radio in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, it started way back when I was a DJ. When I say DJ, I used to be an entertainment lover, most especially in playing music. Even from my dad's room to every opportunity I get in the wedding house, I can attend a wedding and end up being a DJ.
Wow.
There. No matter how small the system is, I take control and I play. I was a music lover, and I used to love controlling the music for the people to enjoy. So it started from there. So honestly, taking me to radio, I never expected myself to even talk on radio. All that I wanted was to play music.
Interesting.
So I said that, yes, I want to play music in crowd, during weddings, during parties. But most importantly, when I get on radio, it will reach a lot of people. It will get to a lot of people. And so I thought that I could be on radio. But how do I get on radio? I mean, what pushed me there? How do I get a chance is another case. And there was this guy called Hamza Lancer Lonely, who used to be my sister's boyfriend. And so he used to come to Nyani, to my sister, who was a hairdresser with blessed memory now. She's no more.
Oh, wow.
And during our conversation, he said that he's a radio presenter at Fila FM. And I said, I've always had the mind, and I always have the zeal and the willing to be a radio presenter. And so why not? I said, okay, here I have a program at 12 a.m. midnight. 10 to 12 a.m. And so when he's going today, I should follow him and see how the studio looks like. So I got there and I became part of that. Every day he's going, I follow. At a point, he never even liked that, but because of my sister, I follow up. And so he was a friend to Kawastone.
Wow.
So my sector was to play the Bani music. But this guy was playing Cool, Celine Dion, and whoever, just from this foreign land. But I wanted to go into the direction of the Bani and promote my people. And so the Kawastone was there. So when we got there, Hamza Lansaloli was a friend to Kawastone.
Right.
They were all doing music, so he introduced me to Kawastone. Within that week, I left Hamza Lansaloli. I followed Kawastone. Kawastone started taking me to the studio.
Wow.
Seated by him whilst he's doing it. He also subsequently introduced me to Flex of Blackstone Records,
right,
who was a programs manager of Fila FM. He introduced me to the technician and tells him that whenever I come, no matter who is there, whoever is there, you should allow me get access to the studio.
To the studio.
And so I started as a follower,
Oh.
until Nostar came. When I never worked for Fila FM anyway. I was just an attaché. When Nostar came, I went there through Honorable Habib, through a lot of people, but finally Honorable Habib, MP for Tolong, he took me there and made it official. And that was the first time I held my own official program.
Wow.
It was DJ Tramantin at the time.
Oh, wow.
DJ Tramantin, which I got from football.
Oh, wow.
I used to be a footballer.
And you were called Tramantin?
Tramantin, this player was at RTU during the 2009, 2002 days, where he was a defender. And he was like, if you miss the ball, don't miss the man.
Wow.
And so he used to be a mentor. So I copied everything, the style of play. I took it to school. My coaches said, you play like Tramantin, so they gave it to me. They didn't know my real name. So my coach gave me Tramantin, and everybody adopted that, took that, and it was Tramantin.
Interesting.
So I went to Nostar Radio, I used DJ Tramantin, and it exploded, So I got to change because a lot of people thought that I was a royal from the Ashanti region, and many people didn't understand the name. People keep asking me, where are you from? Why Tramantin? Are you not a Dagomba? So I thought that I have to change. That was when I had chance to go into the Zar Radio. So when I got there, I started fresh, and I start with a fresh name, Mr. Tell, and that till now I still use Mr. Tell.
Now tell me, what happened that you had to move from North Star to Zar Radio? What was the problem?
Yes, when I got there, there was this man who was supposed to come as a director, Chief Adam Kokra. He's a chief now.
Yes, I know Adam Kokra.
Yeah, he was from Upper East, and he was a friend to the former Vice President, Alhaji Ali Mahama, who was then the CEO of Nostar. So we knew that he was coming, and as a presenter there, we were already doing well. Yes, because I wasn't a fresher. I had done attachment, even play music on Fila FM. So when I got there, it was too easy for me.
Yeah.
But when he came later, he thought that we were all Ninos, learners, so to speak. And, he took off all programs and gave us 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, go. He doesn't see our word there, He actually wanted to drive everybody out. But when he came, he couldn't do that. But what he did to drive us out was to change every program. But we thought that, hey, we were doing well before you came. Everybody totally, knew us at the time. And so you couldn't just come and change the programs like that without any information to the people. And so I left.
You left?
Yeah, I left.
Okay.
This is 3FM.
Now you left and you went to Zar Radio. From Zar Radio, you moved again.
Radio Tamale. That was 2018 when I stepped out from Zar Radio. It's a very long story which I don't want to give here. But my radio journey, I'm currently with Radio Tamale.
That's right.
That was 2018. But a bit about why I left Zar Radio is just about, at the time, I just wake up and they said they were changing. They were giving me 2 days. I used to come Monday to Friday and Saturday, Monday to Saturday.
Yeah.
They gave me 2-3 days in a week. And I asked why. Up to date, I never got the answer.
Was it that you were not doing well?
No. When they did that, people were mad in Tamale. People were asking questions. People even called my director in the US to ask, why is this happening? Apparently, I don't know, they said they had insulted a management member, and they were expecting me to apologize, and I was not doing that. So their way of punishment was to do that to me. And I said, hey, this is not real. I mean, if you sack me, it's even better than doing this to me. If you are doing this to me, it means that we should be able to explain why we are doing this to the people. Yeah. But we are working for the people. We are not working for our directors. And so when people keep asking me, what would I tell them? And so sacking me and people know you have been sacked is better.
Good.
You know, so I said, no, these people don't know what they are doing. I have to leave.
So you left?
I left.
This is 3FM.
Now, you went to Radio Tamale, and there was also an instance where the chief of Lamashagu called you, warned you, and spoke harshly to you, and said that you should leave radio after you persisted in what you were doing.
Yeah.
You were kicked out of radio, true?
Yeah. I saw your statement on Facebook.
Right.
And let me thank you for that. You came in to support, and you thought that it was wrong, not on the part of the chief, but on the part of my management. I saw it, and I have to thank you so much for that. I mean, that actually happened when the chief didn't know what actually happened. I think he was misinformed about everything. You know, I brought a woman there. You know, there's this drug task force who are there in Tamale, you know, making sure that these drug peddlers or drug dealers do not do their work well, because they know that that menace is actually affecting the society. So the king of that bank, Ndanyana, you know, called them and said that I've given you everything, go ahead and do it. You know, so they started. So this woman thought that their action and way of doing things was wrong. By law, it was wrong. So he called me. About 2 weeks, I didn't want to give it a chance because I knew what he was coming to talk about.
Right.
And I knew that to the extent the chiefs and people of Northern Ghana, you know, love what the guys are doing.
That's right.
But I thought I could control her, you know, after bringing her. So, I mean, she came and she was very, very openly, you know, she was very open in her submission, very, 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 you know, loud in her submission and her stance. That whilst I even tries to bring her on track, she was exploding them more, making it look like they didn't know what they are doing. I think it went bad when I told her that, are you aware the chiefs of Northern Ghana are in support of what they are doing, especially the king of that bank? And he said, no matter be the case, they are wrong. So she spoke as if to suggest that the king was wrong, even was wrong. So that didn't go down well with the people.
And people came to attack the radio station.
No, they came for her.
I see.
You know, they didn't come to attack me or my station. Oh, they could have done that simply by burning things down, but they didn't do that. They were waiting for the woman to come down. You know, they wanted to attack the lady. But many came there without knowing what happened. They thought that I insulted the king of...
So they were coming for you?
Most of them. So I was also up there. So apparently the person who informed the chief was actually the person who told him that I insulted Yana.
Oh, so that was why the chief invited you.
And the chief was very, very angry.
And asked the radio station to be closed down.
That's right. He said they should close the station down until they sack me. You know, so management didn't want it that because they had businesses to run. And they said that, yes, the chief was very angry, and so to get the station back, they have to take me off, and for the chief to be happy before they put it on, so that before that we can go into apologizing and telling him what actually happened. So that was what happened. That was why my station took out the notice very early, and that was why you became angry.
Yes,
you know, it was wrong though.
Yes,
but the chief, they did that to, you know, to calm down the chief.
So you were off for about a few days, right?
Yes, for close to a month or so.
Before they brought you back?
Yeah, before they brought me back.
Okay. Now, Tamale is so notorious for attacking journalists on radio broadcasters and all that. I mean, we saw that happen at Might FM, right?
Yeah.
And
Justice FM some time ago.
You see,
Zar Radio and myself.
And even you, several times people have come to the radio station to attack you, right?
Yeah.
My God. Why would people want to attack you, Mr. Tell?
Tamale is not like Accra. I always say that I forgive them for reasons. This is a place where people are ignorant. Many people are ignorant of what we do as journalists. This is a place where radio stations were set up in the past where journalists were not that hard on societal issues. They believe that even if I get the nod as a presenter, I should also go that lane because they are used to that type of journalism. They are not used to the hard way of journalism where a journalist sit like yourself, speak direct to issues, look into the faces of whoever is concerned, whoever is supposed to be talking to, give it to him like that. They are not, they are not abreast with that, and they don't know the type of journalism I do. I said, yes, when I started Saturday, I said, less. It will be difficult, but it will come to a point I stand my grounds and people get to know it. Thankfully, now people are getting to know and know the kind of person I am. Thankfully, they are buying into my type of journalism. And thankfully, you still have people who doesn't understand. Majority of them doesn't understand. And so they are the people you see attacking journalists all the time. I won't sit on radio to insult anybody. But they believe if I criticize somebody like Lil K as a musician, it means hatred. They believe if I criticize Dr. Bawumia, it means hatred. If I criticize Fancy Gadam, it means hatred. I remember there was a time on Zara Radio when management of Fancy came in and told me not to ever mention Fancy Gadam's name on radio. They believe that whatever I say
was born out of hatred.
That's right. And so now all the management team of Fancy Gadam who used to come and tell me or phone in and tell me that are now with me and tell me, oh yes, but they didn't know this was a star. Now we know. So I think gradually they are still there.
Are you safe in Tamale?
Very safe.
You are safe?
Because I love more than I'm hated.
Are you safe in Tamale?
Very safe.
A few days ago, I saw a video that was posted on YouTube with somebody punching you in public, just punching you, you moving back, is chasing you, punching, throwing blows at you. Was it you or somebody else?
That was me, and that was Fancy Gadam, junior brother.
Wow.
Yes, you know, a feud I had with him some time ago.
Wow.
I said sentences on radio against Fancy. You know, he insulted me in his music, so I wanted to even talk back. So we started this back and forth. And
what did he say in his music about you?
He said, he didn't mention my name, so I was very cool that he said, Puanzo Danyura, you understand? To eat.
A drunken broadcaster.
Yeah, to eat. A drunken broadcaster.
Yeah.
He's better than me. It was very normal when I listened to the song because he never mentioned anybody's name. So I wanted to just let it go because it's not me. I'm not a drunker and he's not better than me. So what shows that is me? Until he was on an interview with somebody else and he was asked who was that for? Or was that meant for? He said somebody sat on radio and said this, and this. And what I said was that they should stop going to the stadium late and performing to a point where they are calling the azan and they are praying early dawn prayers whilst they are still at the stadium.
Yeah.
When that happens, people will think they are chafranama.
Yes.
Disbelievers.
Unbelievers, yes.
People who doesn't believe God.
Yes.
That was my advice. Somebody went to tell him that I said his fans are disbelievers. Unbelievers, or what should I call them? Yes. And so he didn't call to ask, and that is all. He didn't hear what I said on radio.
That's right.
Somebody phoned to tell him that I said his fans doesn't know God and they don't follow God.
Right.
He went on an interview and said that it is the person who said that is what is the person he's talking about.
So you have to respond.
I got to know that I was the one. I went on radio and said, no, you have done that before. And I made it go, but this time around, you're not going anywhere.
So you went hard on him.
I want to show you that I am powerful than you.
Wow.
And so that was what happened.
You went hard on him?
Yeah, I went hard on him. And
what did you say about him? He called you a drunken broadcaster.
Yeah, that's right. And I call him a Zantepu Jackie.
Oh, it means he goes around impregnating
people, children.
Girls.
He has impregnated people. People have aborted. Others have given birth. And I just also...
Oh, so he has so many children?
Yeah, he has so many children.
From so many different pregnancies?
Out of wedlock. I mean...
Wow.
That's it. And so I have to bring it on, to also understand that I also can go into his person just like he did. And so for me, there's nothing wrong. And up to date, I have no regret. And so at the point, the brother thought I was going too much, so I've closed the program. I've given my car out for servicing. And so I was riding a bike home when they met me.
You mean a motorbike or a bicycle?
Motorbike.
Okay.
When they met me on the way in Zegbeli, just by my radio station, 4 of them, Metro Men, stopped me by the way.
They stopped you?
They stopped me.
Wow.
In the middle of the road.
When was this?
Hey, that was somewhere last year.
Last year, okay.
Early
right.
last year.
Okay.
Early last year. And so that was the video you saw.
Producer, find me that video. It's on YouTube. Mr. Tell being attacked. Yeah? Mr. Tell being attacked by Fancy Gadam's brother. And then let us see what actually happened.
And that was reported to the police actually. So when the video came out, the regional crime officer saw it and the commander saw it and they were very mad.
So when you got down from the motorbike, what did he tell you? Did he just start punching you like what I saw?
He said I insulted Fancy Gadam's mother and father.
Wow.
Which was wrong. I think he wanted an excuse. He wanted a reason to attack me.
Okay.
But I told him that, how? Tell me what I said. Before he could explain, he
punched you.
That never got to me. I started, because there were 4. He wasn't the only one. The only person you saw in the video was just one. But there were 4 actually.
Okay.
So they prepared and I didn't know what they were coming to do to me.
So
I was the only one. And I didn't have my car at the time with me. Well, I also have some things there to protect myself. I was just riding. And
Were
so
there people around?
I was very vulnerable. Yeah, there were people around who came into my defense. Yeah, they came in. And if you see the video, they came in to separate the fight. You know, I'm sure if I were driving, if I had my car with me, this nonsense couldn't have that happened to me. No.
Were you hurt? Did
No.
the punches?
No, not at all. He never, if you watch it clearly, he never even punched me. He never even got to me. I was just, drawing back when he was following me. He never got to me. He never punched me.
And you didn't punch
I
him
was not
back?
hurt. I did it because I saw someone filming the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I said, this is what I want because I need to have an evidence to take this guy on. And so if I had punched back, it would have been a fight between two guys. But I was rather defending. And that's what the police would want. I was attacked, and that was what I reported.
Did that stop you from attacking Fancy Gadam?
Nothing up to date. If I hear anything from him, I give it back. In fact, he even emboldened me to do more. Nothing of that sort happened.
He's the king of the north when it comes to music.
No, I disagree.
Okay.
He used to. He used to be my boy. And no, nothing. Not now.
Okay, is that you?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
That was
So if you watch it closely, you realize that he never gets to me, and people were trying to separate it. Yeah, I just wanted to know more. The reason why.
And that's a macho man. Look at his hands.
He is. And the macho man flee his house for.
And I can see the other people. These are the wow.
Those are the guys who came with him. Those are the guys who came with him, and after that he went to. He went off Tamale. He couldn't take
pressure.
Yeah, he couldn't take. The police went to the house and he was not there. Not even the mother. Not even a single soul was left in the house. Fancy Gadam house was locked down for close to 1 week.
So when he was punching you like this, what were you saying? Were you asking me, what have I done?
I was still asking what the reason was because I told him I never insulted Fancy Gadam mother or father.
You didn't beg him?
But yes, but it was even getting to the point where I would do that and I would never take regret.
Were you begging him?
No,
not
at all. Not at all. I was defending. I wanted to take him on.
Wow.
If I wanted this guy to be attacked on that particular night, I could have done that. Okay. The number of people who call me, others even wanted to pay tax to go and fight him. I said no, because I'm a radio presenter and the police expect me to behave. And so I needed to be that low for the police to do their work.
Were you the one who made Fancy Gadam popular in Tamale?
Very, very.
You did?
I did. From scratch, I did. He has been a musician way back when I was doing my attachment on Fila FM, but he was not known. And so when I got on Zara Radio, I said, no, this guy is talented. And at the time, he played some hits, honestly. But just hits, 2-3 songs, people got to know the song without knowing the person, Fancy Gadam. But I took it upon myself on radio to just make him popular. So because of Fancy, I even created some awards, top 10 of the week, where I stopped and even move it to 1 year, a year, top 10 musicians of the year.
Did you get paid by him?
No, at the time he didn't have anything. I just wanted to pick somebody, make him somebody so that one day we get the money.
Has he rewarded you before?
Nothing. The only rewards I get from him is at the last time I had my pool parties, 2, 3, or 4 years back, he supported.
He came to sing for you?
Yeah, he did.
For free?
For free, why not? For free. And willingly, he would have, I think not until this fight I get with him, he has always wished, he won't give me the money though. For money, he will not. But I think if I call him to come and do whatever, he would have loved to come and
Have you regretted promoting him?
Not at all. The reason why I don't regret is why the reason is simple, and the reason is what I am saying today. I beat my chest and I say that I made you who you are.
This is 3FM.
Wherever I go and they ask me, I tell the presenters this.
Okay, so tell me this. Why is it that when artists come to Tamale to perform, all of them flop? Why is it that they come and flop? A lot of artists came. I came with Rocky Dawuni there, and the people who came to the stadium were less than 20
Yeah, I was
people.
there. I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed the show.
I came there personally to play, and I always say this, less than 100 people in the stadium.
I enjoyed the show, actually. The show was there, but the attendance was very low. I was there. But I think the problem has to do with hypocrisy.
Wow.
The problem has to do with people who support music now and doesn't know music.
Wow.
They are supporting music for reasons. They are supporting music because of division, because of rivalry. So they'll need to see Blakk Rasta and Fancy Gadam be in the fight.
Oh, wow.
Before they come, people who hate Fancy Gadam will come and support Blakk Rasta.
Oh, wow.
And people who hate Blakk Rasta will support Fancy Gadam. Like we see in the north, up to date, we are able to get that thousands of people at the stadium because of rivalry. And so that was why Sister Ifya came. I knew that the program will not go. It will not go. It has gotten to a point, even when you put Makaso or Fancy Ghana on your show, people will still not come.
Say that again. So even if you are an independent artist in Tamale who is not feuding with anybody.
That's right.
And I even bring Fancy Ghana on my show.
They won't come.
Wow.
Because it's not Fancy Ghana program. That is one. Two, what Fancy and Makaso will go through to drive the people there, you will not do that.
What do they do?
For example, I respect Makaso's last program because he never did that, but I saw Fancy Ghana going from ghetto to ghetto, telling the people and literally begging them to come watch.
Wow.
I see him in villages, nearby villages.
Wow.
Towns, let me put it that way, nearby towns in northern Ghana, Karaga, Gushegu, Zabzugu, for interviews and meeting bases, youth group, to literally beg them to come and see him perform. You understand me? So would you do that? When Stonebwoy came, Stonebwoy was in the hotel. The first day Stonebwoy came to perform, the show was a very big flop. And it even rains.
Wow.
So the next day, Parara, who was the organizer of the program, said, look, man, we have to do, when you go to Rome, do what the Romans do. We have to go on the street. So they have to bring Stonebwoy in the car, what's it called? On top of the car, open top car,
right,
to be waving at market women and men. Sometimes, yes, to create awareness and to tell the people that, yes, I'm in your town, but they've gone beyond that to even into people's rooms,
begging
to
them
beg them to come.
These
are
3
people
FM.
who the artist cannot do anything except that he's doing that to.
Do they pay to come in? Do they beg them to pay and come in, or come in for free?
No, they beg them to come and pay.
Okay.
And watch where Shatta Wale can sit in his room, organize a program in Accra, and people will bring buses from Kumasi to watch. Shatta Wale will never step a foot in Kumasi, but you see fans of Shatta will come in their buses and in their numbers. Like Blakk Rasta organized in Accra, will never go to, you only come and sit on Radio Tamale, what's it called, Radio 3 FM, Talk, or other your sister stations, and get them come. But Tamale, we are still, and I put the blame on myself, because I started everything, even the rivalry between Fancy Ghana and Makaso came from me.
You were the one who started.
I did that. That campaign was very tough. I was telling the people that, yes, I am tired bringing Samini and go to Tamale to perform and paying them. Why don't we also build our own, support them, and stay by our own? Luckily for me, when I took that campaign, it worked for me.
Wow.
And now here's the result. This was all what I meant. I really wanted to see Samini also come to have a fairgrounds, people come and watch. But we can also have our artists we can use. Tell me, without Fancy, Makaso, who else can we use in Northern Region in the state?
Nobody.
So we should be able to still get Sister Ifia, Blakk Rasta, Sheriff Agune, even Sheriff Agune from Savulwe and Northern Region, who sings in the band, cannot get people at the stadium.
Exactly.
Stonebwoy, who is an international artist, Shatta Wale, cannot get people like Makaso and Fancy. Meanwhile, they perform internationally. What is the problem? The problem is that the artists are not able to educate the fans. They made them believe that they are the real ones. They made them believe that without them, there's nobody again. And so I listened to Shatta Wale, what's it called, Fancy and Makaso interview. They say they are bigger than, example, Fancy says bigger than Shatta Wale in the north. Somebody's bigger than. The problem is that we are not Ghanaians in Tamale when it comes to music. We have been able to, we are content and we are confined that and call ourselves northern music, where I keep telling them that there's nothing like northern music because Tamale is part of Ghana.
Yeah.
Why don't we see ourselves as Ghanaian musicians but Tamale musicians? Yet you want to blow across Ghana. Why is Stonebwoy not referring to himself as king of the Volta region?
Since you started this problem, how are you going to solve it?
Yes, I'm on it. The way I started and got chastised is the same way they started. When I told them that, look, your music is in Accra. Nobody has made it in Accra. No one. And I still say it here. Fancy Makaso, nobody has broken through this country. And I give examples. I even told Sammy Flex, Shatta Wale manager, that my definition of breakthrough is when Kwame Eugene have never stepped a foot to Bolgatanga but get his songs played in the clubs. That is breakthrough. Shatta Wale will not go to Bolgatanga and give even music to presenters to play, but go and listen to them. The band music are not being played in Bolga.
Oh, is that true?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it's not being played in Bolga.
Wow.
So you can't sit in Tamale and tell me that you have taken awards and so you have, no. Awards can be bought.
Yes.
Yes, awards can be bought.
Yeah, that's true.
And so that doesn't define you as a musician. And so I keep telling them that, why don't you break through? Now, Fancy Ghana is saying it. He recently was in Accra, and the presenter referred to him as King of the North. He said, no, he's not the King of the North. You understand me? Meanwhile, I was chastised. People insulted me when I told them that he shouldn't see themselves as Northern King. They should open up.
Are they rich?
Fancy? They are not. By my standards. By my standards. They still have a long way to go.
But they have a number of cars each, right?
But having a car doesn't make you rich. Fancy car was bought for him. That doesn't make him rich. A Makasu car, I don't know about that. But I think Makasu bought his car. But how does that make them rich? I mean,
they also built mansions. I hear some of them have mansions.
No. By you know, when you say rich, is relative and is subject to interpretations. In other words, everybody has his own way of defining riches.
Should musicians stop going to Tamale because when they go, it's always empty?
At the moment,
they should.
At the moment, you need to drive and devise strategies to be able to get people.
Go to the villages and towns and beg people to come?
Yes. At the moment, if you're not ready to do that, forget. Sarkodie came and it was full to capacity because Fancy Gadam did that on his behalf.
Okay.
What's it called? Shatawale came with Makasio and the Rain concert, and people came because Makasio have to do that on his behalf. But when Shatta came the last time for a concert with Makasio, he didn't even want to go on flute. He was begged to come out for flute for close to 4 hours. So he even decided and accepted to come out somewhere 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. They did the flute in the night. By force, he should come out for people to see him. Do you understand me? The same happened to Accra when they are having their programs at Bokum Boxing Arena. Makaso have to be here for 2 weeks because Francis started that, and what Francis did, everybody must follow. When Makaso comes and decides not to go to them, they say, but why Francis came to us? You are arrogant. Why are you not coming to us? And so Makaso is forced to go to base after base after base to tell the people that in cases you go there and they say you should give them freestyle.
Wow.
Sing for them in their rooms. Yes, for them to enjoy it before coming. They punish my people like they are not musicians. Let your work sell for you. But my people put themselves front to let them know that.
Mr. Tyle, we've run out of time and we got to go. But I would like to say this. Man, interesting things are happening right here. And this is very interesting. My brother, if your cocoa is suffering from akate, suffering from ate, suffering from cocoa ntuntum, and many more such insects killing your cocoa like what we are seeing in Ghana right now, the only way forward is Adama. Oh my God. We are talking about Adama. And what is Adama? Adama insecticide is here to stay. We also have weedicides. My brother, anything to do with cocoa and your agric to make your plants grow good and yield properly, please call these numbers for Adama. 0544 32 5030. I'll take it again. 0544 32 50 30 or 0270 575030 or 0302 787687. We're talking about Adama, and you must make sure that you come and deal with your farm properly. My name is Blakk Rasta. Time now to go. We've taken about 8 minutes of the drive show. Giovanni Caleb is already in the house. Mr. Massive has been standing here, making sure that this program closes on time. At the same time, DJ Faculty is also in the house. Final words, Adogali. Just 30 seconds.
I want to thank the house, Junior General. You guys have always been family and will forever be family. I want to say shout out to Antaro, Giovanni here, and yourself and your production team. Yes, I'll always come. I want to say shout out to my people in Konkoma Market, my people from Tamale watching on Facebook, and everyone listening. I can't mention names.
Thank you so much. And my producer in absentia, Caleb Neboy, says I should send his regards to you. He says he loves you so much, Caleb Neboy. Right? All right. Catch me again tomorrow between 10 and 2 until sector when I back up again. Jobless, no less, no stress. Blakk Rasta Sewa. Salam Nacho.